Let me start off by apologizing for the departure delay we experienced here in Singapore. While we got to the aircraft, the engineers had some defects and testing runs that they had to conduct. Therefore, we experienced this delay for departure. However, we'll attempt to make up some time en route and get you as soon as practical into Kansai. With me in the flight deck, my colleague, Senior Officer Glenn. Flight time to Kansai this afternoon, 5 hours 55 minutes. It'll take us about 10 to 15 minutes to taxi out to the departure runway as we depart south and head eastbound towards Japan. Weather conditions for the initial climb out there at the altitude, we are planning to cruise at a bit of turbulence expected, and therefore do caution you to have your seatbelt secure at all times when you are seated. The cabin manager, Sunny, and his team of crew will ensure well looked after for this aircraft to Kansai. And despite the choices you have, I do thank you for choosing Singapore Airlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board SQ622 to Osaka. We are pleased to be carrying passengers of our Star Alliance and all codeshare partners. All electronic devices must now be put in flight safe mode, and power bank must not be used or charged on board at all times. Please approach our cabin crew if you require assistance. We wish you a pleasant flight.
Crew, please arm all doors. Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, please keep your attention to the safety video, which will now be shown. Thank you.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft, please give us your attention as we bring you through this important safety briefing and on a journey through Singapore. During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put the back of your seat upright and keep your shoes on. Before we take off, store your luggage under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartments. Make sure that your seat belt is securely fastened during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To fasten, bring the two ends of the seat belt together until you hear a click. Tighten it by pulling on the strap. If you're in business class, pull the shoulder strap to fasten your seat belt. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. We recommend keeping your seat belt fastened throughout the flight. Whenever the seat belt sign is turned on, infants should be lifted from the bassinet and secured with an infant seat belt. If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down sharply. Place it over your mouth and nose, and breathe as usual. Secure your mask first before helping others. Please note that the oxygen mask on this aircraft does not come with a bag. There are several emergency exits in this aircraft. Take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Count the rows of seats to the closest exit in front and behind you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace, assume the brace position. If you can reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and place it on the back of the front seat. Place your hands on top of your head. Keep your feet flat on the floor and heels towards your seat. If you can't reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and lean forward as far as you can. Place your hands on top of your head. If you're in business class, assume the brace position by lowering your head and placing your hands on your lap. In an emergency evacuation, floor level lighting will lead you to your nearest exit. Before using an evacuation slide, remove any high-heeled shoes and be sure to leave everything behind. To put on your life vest, remove it from the plastic cover and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist, connect the clip, and pull to tighten. Inflate the life vest by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the mouthpiece. Life vests have a whistle and a light to attract attention. Special life vests are available for children. Inflate your life vest only at the exit door and step into the raft. Life vests are located under or between your seats. All large electronic devices, such as laptops, must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. During these times, charging your electronic devices is also not allowed. If you're not using your device, it must be held in your hand or placed in the seat pocket in front of you. If your device drops into the gap between the seats, refrain from adjusting the seat and ask the cabin crew for assistance. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking, including the charging and use of e-cigarettes, is prohibited throughout the aircraft, including the lavatories. Thank you for your attention. Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board as well as in Singapore or anywhere else in the world we take you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain from the flight deck. Short delay for takeoff delay here in Singapore. This will take us about 5 minutes or so, and we should be airborne within the next 10 to 15 minutes. I'll keep you advised. Thank you for your patience and understanding.
皆様にご案内申し上げます。ただいま出発の時刻を過ぎておりますが、シンガポールチャンギ空港離発着の飛行機にて大変混雑しております。ただいま管制塔より離陸の許可を待っております。大変恐れ入りますが、あと5分ほどお待ちください。皆様にご案内申し上げます。大変お待たせしておりますが、ただいま飛行機の一部に不調な箇所が見つかりましたため、これよりターミナルへ引き返すこととなりました。新しい情報が入り次第ご案内いたします。そのままお座席にてお待ちください。お急ぎのところご迷惑をおかけいたしますことをお詫び申し上げます。
Positioning themselves. It'll take us another few minutes before we dock to the parking bay. We'll then have our engineering team rectify the technical fault, and we'll keep you updated. Thank you for your patience and understanding.
皆様に重ねてご案内申し上げます。あと数分ほどで駐機場へと戻ってまいる見込みでございます。新しい情報が入り次第ご案内いたします。そのままお座席にてお待ちください。
Cabin crew, doors to listen, please. and captain, we need approximately 30 minutes, 30 minutes for them, for engineers to do a quick engine test run. It will be completed very soon. All passengers are required to stay inside the gate room. You are allowed to use the restroom outside of the gate and advisable to not go further far because we will board the aircraft anytime soon once the engineer updated. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are required to stay inside the gate room for flight SQ622 service to Osaka. We will keep you posted after 15 minutes once the engineer updated.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final boarding call for passengers.
Row numbers and class of travel, please board only when your seat row numbers and class of travel is announced. This boarding call is for our business class passengers, only business class passengers to come forward for your boarding. All other customers kindly remain seated until the next boarding call. Please have your boarding pass and passport ready in hand for verification as you board. We thank you for flying with Singapore Airlines and we apologize for this unforeseen delay. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your patience, sir. Welcome back.
My colleague is waiting.
To Kansai, there's no change. It's still 5 hours and 55 minutes. We're waiting in air traffic control clearance, and as soon as we obtain that, we will push back and depart Singapore.
ご案内申し上げます。大変お待たせしておりますが、ただいま管制塔より出発の許可を待っております。出発の許可が出次第出発する見込みでございます。恐れ入りますが、もうしばらくお座席にてお待ちください。
Crew, please on hold.
cabin crew to your takeoff stations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that your seat belt is fastened. Thank you. 皆様お待たせいたしました。離陸いたします。シートベルトをもう一度お確かめください。
crew, please secure the cabin for landing. Cabin crew to the landing stations, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is off. Please take care when opening the overhead compartments and remember to take all your belongings with you. It's been a pleasure serving you on this flight. Thank you for flying Singapore Airlines, a member of Star Alliance. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the delay. Please approach our Osaka ground staff for any inquiries. Thank you.
皆様、関西国際空港に着陸いたしました。ベルト着用のサインが消えますまではお座席にお座りのままお待ちください。地上の物入れは飛行機が完全に停止してからお気をつけてお開けください。なお、お忘れ物のございませんようご確認ください。皆様ご搭乗ありがとうございました。この次もどうぞスターアライアンスメンバー、シンガポール航空をご利用くださいますよう乗務員一同心よりお待ちしております。
Cabin crew, doors to the south, please.